Hello everyone, welcome back to Queen's Park for Life for another week. I'm your host, Glenn Marshall. As always, you can't escape me. This week on the show, we do have a couple of wee light issues going on. Just that's my fault for being a bit late coming back from Dunedin, partying with the SPL team last night. But we'll just have to live with that. Nick behind the camera will get it sorted, I'm sure. This week on the show, Dion Cameron, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, thanks, Glenn. Good to be here on your show once again. I know your inbox is bursting with requests to come on board, so
yeah.
Thanks for slotting me in, I appreciate it.
That new machine's got a lot to do with that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go.
Yeah, fair enough too. Very good.
So yeah, obviously last year when you came on, one of the things we sort of discussed was whether you would look at going into senior coaching, and as we now know, that is the case. You're a Donegray coach for this year. So what was the driving force or forces behind you making that decision, taking on that role?
Yeah, it's a good point actually, Glenn. I don't think it was actually up for discussion last year. When we discussed it, it wasn't even on an option on the table. So
yeah.
For it to happen now was a bit sort of, kind of left field a little bit. But I guess it came about, we got the opportunity to tag onto the OFC C licence course last year with Corey up in Dunedin. So we made the most of that opportunity and got along there and sort of just to progress the coaching credentials, I guess you could say. And with SPL being what it is, and resources being a little bit stretched, there was a bit of a void left sort of in the feeder team or Donegray side. So it kind of made natural sense for me to step up, probably a little bit sooner than what I'd hoped for, but we're there now, so we'll just get on with it and do it, I think.
Yeah, that was, with Paddy, he sort of stepped into that role a bit sooner than he wanted as well, probably 12 months sooner. And
yep.
So no, it's brilliant you've done that. I guess, what are your expectations for the team now that you are in charge?
Yeah, hey, look, I'm realistic about it. I mean, we are a feeder team or a reserve team. I know people don't like to hear that term thrown around, but we are essentially a reserve team. We exist to feed the SPL side. So, but in saying that, I play football. I've always played football, and I play to win. So the lads are well aware of what's expected of us this year. And if we don't win, we'll be bitterly disappointed because I do believe we've got the squad assembled and the support around us to make that happen. So yeah, we're definitely aiming to win Donegray this year, without a doubt.
Yep, for sure. And I think we sort of discussed that pre-game yesterday, didn't we? It's the goal that everyone agreed upon, and if you don't aim for it, you won't achieve it. So
absolutely, yep.
You also still have the academy role, the Queen's Park Academy role of running that. How's that been going?
Yeah, hey, on the academy front, things are going really well. We just finished our term 1 intake for this year. That was full up, another 30 kids along to that. So term 4 was also full. So every time around now we seem to have a pretty full quota of kids coming through, and it's really good. Like, it's awesome. We get some flow on from that. We've got some new kids this year playing in our junior ranks that have come through the academy system, so that's really cool. And our regular players are using that as a bit of a pre-season too. So academy's going really good. I'm happy with the process. There's a few changes coming up for the next intake, nothing major, but yeah, we're looking forward to that, and everything seems to be going pretty well.
Cool, that's good to hear. Obviously juniors are the future of any club, so I think to get that off-season training that they do get with that is brilliant.
Yeah.
What numbers do you take for that? What is the number to fill up?
For academy it's 30. Yeah,
30.
We sort of cap it at 30, just to keep the quality of coaching sort of, you know, as good as we can, to sort of limit that number of kids coming through. It is pretty busy, even with 30 kids. It does get a bit tough and challenging, so we do try and limit that. 30 is our cap. So,
is expanding that something you'd look at if obviously you'd need more coaches on board? That sort of thing, more volunteers, and
that's
something that could be looked at?
Yep, 100%. If the resources are there, then definitely look to use that. More kids to get along, the better for the club, and better for us. So yeah, 100%.
I guess because you've been so heavily involved in coaching juniors for quite a few years now, and now stepping into the role of coaching seniors, what do you think are the biggest differences between junior coaching and senior coaching?
Yeah, I guess with any coaching job, you can draw parallels. What I will say is coaching seniors is a little bit tougher than what I expected. I guess the first thing that would come to mind is you've got to deal with egos, dare I say it. Juniors are good in that regard because they're just kids and they'll listen and learn and they respect you right off the bat, whereas with these senior players, some of them come with those egos where they tell you where they want to play and they know a little bit better than you do sometimes, so that becomes difficult to manage. But yeah, other than that, it's not a lot of difference. I I guess there's a lot going on behind the scenes with seniors or adults as opposed to kids. They kind of wear their heart on their sleeve, so you know when there's something going on, something not quite right. Whereas with adults, we tend to hide that a little bit, so it can be tough to sort of figure out what's happening. But yeah, there's not a lot of difference really.
And it is still obviously early days. It's what, 1 weekend?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Plus a pre-season.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And geez, you're just a bloody busy man, aren't you? Like, Fit for You, local pack. These must be just driving you mental trying to keep all this running.
Oh yeah, man, it's a busy old time, eh? It's good, and I don't know. I guess if you're standing still, then you're catching flies, eh? So you've got to be seen to be doing the right things. And for me, it's about setting good standards and setting examples for the kids, for my kids, for everyone around me, just sort of what can be done, and if you don't muck around.
Maybe for people that aren't aware, like what is Fit for You and local pack? Obviously the business that you run, but maybe an explanation on that.
Obviously Fit for You, we just run a wee group fitness centre, my wife and I. So we run that, just group fitness classes, keep everyone fit and healthy and sort of promote a healthy well-being lifestyle. So that takes place sort of morning and night, and then local pack is during the day, which is a little bit, it's my little packaging baby, I guess you could say. I sort of spent 10 years in the packaging industry, and I didn't think I'd end up owning my own packaging business, but these things happen. I was lucky enough to learn the trade off a pretty awesome guy, and I sort of stepped into my own little business now. So yeah, it's good. It's awesome.
Obviously the name is Local Pack. Does that mean you keep the packaging local, just in Southland, or?
Yep, yeah. We sort of try and just promote ourselves locally, just because we want to focus on our own backyard. We look after the locals. Yep. Our service is our strength. We sort of like to look after everyone locally first and foremost before we're worrying about what's going on elsewhere.
Yeah. No, fair enough, mate. And in terms of Fit for You, how many instructors do you have involved, and like how many sessions a week do you run with that?
We run about 15 odd sessions a week. And we've only got 3 instructors, so we sort of rotate that between the 3 of us. So yeah, it's just busy enough.
Is like spaces available? Or?
Yep, yeah, there's always space available. We try and slot people in if we can. Again, we have capacity, but we're pretty good. We can always manage to make it work if we need to.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And obviously Fit for You and Local Pack are both sponsors of Queen's Park football, so
absolutely.
We obviously greatly appreciate that.
Yep, yeah, no, they are. So we'll try and support the club if we can.
Oh well, mate, we might as well go through yesterday's results. There was plenty of goals scored across the club, but starting with SPL, a disappointing loss, 2-1 up in Timaru to Northern Hearts. Speaking to Paddy and Corey last night, they seemed fairly happy with the overall performance, just didn't finish chances. I didn't personally get to see the game as I was driving up to Dunedin, but did you get a watch on the live stream? Yep,
yeah, lucky enough to catch it on the live stream here after our game. And yeah, the boys didn't, I don't think it was through any fault of their own. I just know that the lads were disappointed because they trained well during the week and prepared quite well for what I thought. So to come away without even a point, I think they'll be quite disappointed with that, even though they put in a good performance. And we've sort of spoken in the past about how sometimes you just got to grind out points somehow. So a tough away trip though, let's be fair. It's always a tough trip up there. So they'll rebuild and back home this week. So yeah, let's look forward to that.
There was a bit of controversy too. First half, sort of 10 minutes in, apparently old Hayden Douglas whipped one off the post and over the goal, and the 12, 13-year-old linesman has just been nowhere to see it. And the goalkeeper, Paddy was saying their goalkeeper after the game said it was a metre over the line. So
It's our goal line technology, unfortunately.
It's
a bit of a buddy,
Yeah, so that's not ideal. No. But look, I'm sure the boys will bounce back, and they'll be up for the Royals this week for sure.
Absolutely.
Donald Gray started off tidy enough, 8-0 win over Wahaupai. It does say 9-0 on Southern Football, but I can't think of the 9th goal scorer.
I'm sure we've been reminded of it during the week at training. But hey, good start for us. Good to get the 3 points on the board. And actually, the first half we started out of the blocks really, really well. I was pleased with the way we played in passages. It's just a matter of putting that together. But we've got a tough test this week coming up against a red-hot Thistle side who pumped Winton. So that'll be a good test for us. But yeah, that's a good result.
Yep. No, good way to start. 3 points it's all that matters at this stage. Obviously, before the split, the goal difference doesn't matter. You just got to get the 3 points.
Points in the bank, eh?
That's the key. The women had a 9-0 win over Winton out at the Moors Reserve sheep paddock.
They did. From what I got told, I was talking to Leanne after the game. She said it could have been quite a lot more too. So probably not a true reflection on how much better the opposition than they were. So, yeah, good result for them. No, same deal for them, getting points on the board initially. So it's good for them. Good result.
I would have been shocked if they didn't win, to be honest.
yeah.
They haven't lost in about 2.5 years. So.
Yeah, it's definitely one they should win. You're right.
Yeah. Level 1 Division 2 had a 2-1 loss out at Wyndham, and the Editors Cup Division 2 team had an 8-1 win at Bain Park against Southend. It's probably a good time of year to be playing at Bain Park, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, before it cuts up too bad, you're right. And a good result for those lads too. They'll enjoy that. They'll enjoy getting off on the right foot. And I know a few of the lads in that team, so yeah, that'd be a good start for them. Good on them.
Yep. No, so that's generally a fairly good day for the club. Just the SPL team will be disappointed to not get the 3 points there, but can't win them all.
No, exactly. We'll change
onwards and upwards.
Change it this week, I think.
Yep. Righto, mate, we'll move into the challenge segment of the show. I know you've been hanging out for these quiz questions, mate.
Love myself a good quiz, Glenn.
How this works is there's 5 questions, 10 points for a correct answer, and you get 10 seconds to answer after the question, just to keep things in a timely manner.
Yep, no, good as gold. And we've got the phone a friend option too?
No.
No, you're right, mate.
No phone a friend. No phone a friend.
Fire away. We'll give it a stab, see how we go.
You've got to have friends too.
This is true. Yeah, running out of those real quick.
Righto, mate. Question number 1. The Warriors beat the Cowboys 22-14 yesterday to move into what position on the table?
Oh, I do believe they put them into 3rd place on the table.
Final answer?
Yeah, we'll go 3rd.
Correct.
Yep.
Well done. One from one. Good start.
I did see the game too, actually, and I think someone mentioned about going to 3rd place, so that was lucky.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's a tough one though. Jeez. Okay. Righto.
Question number 2. The Black Caps lost to Pakistan in yesterday's second T20 by how many runs?
Oh man, it was a lot. I think it was. Oh man, you got me here. I won't get it, but it was like 88 runs or something.
No, incorrect. That was actually the first T20. They lost by 80 yesterday. They played in back-to-back days, actually.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was 40.
Yesterday was 38.
38,
yeah. So, yeah, you're on the right track, but unlucky, mate. 1 from 2. Question number 3. Arsenal were starting to look fairly shaky at the top of the table with Man City breathing down their necks. But who is currently in last position?
How did I know this was coming? I believe the bottom 3, in order for... starting at the bottom, Southampton, Saints, Leicester City, and Nottingham Forest, I believe.
So
Saints,
Southampton?
Saints at the bottom, yep.
Correct. 2 from 3, mate.
It's a tough old battle at the bottom there for those boys.
Yeah. I think West Ham was sort of floundering down there too.
Yeah,
they've got games in hand.
Everton as well,
yeah,
you're right.
Question number 4. The Southern Steel lost to the Northern Stars in Auckland yesterday by how many points?
2.
Correct.
49-47. I watched the game.
Oh, you watched the game. I was wondering what the chances were.
No, good.
They would have been.
They've been struggling a wee bit too, so I actually caught it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this game because it was actually close. Yeah, it was 49-47. That's right. Whew.
I'll tell you what, you're going good here, mate. 3 out of 4.
Jeez, no pressure.
Question number 5. True or false? So you're a 50-50.
Here we go.
Ufuk Talay has this week signed on as head coach of the Wellington Phoenix for 1 more season.
False, he's moving on, I believe.
That is correct.
Brilliant.
Is correct.
Yes.
Well done, mate. 4 out of 5.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
40 points in the bag. That's a rip-roaring start.
Jeez, yeah, there's a tough questions. I will say, I hope that's the level that it's going to stay at for the rest of the series. Cause,
it'll at least be staying in that level, mate.
Anyone else needs to be doing their homework, that's for sure. Eh? That's bloody tough.
Oh, well, how about we jump outside and get some headers and shots in, mate?
Yeah, let's have a go at that side and see how we get on. Perfect.
Oh, well, Dion, you're a man that's probably scored a few headers in your time, so I'm guessing you'll be looking for 25 points on that.
Yeah, not known for my volleys. Headers most definitely. I just hope my flash haircut doesn't get in the way, so I can't blame it on that. But no, we'll see how we go. Be good fun.
Slip off the head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Righto, mate. Good luck.
Yep. Cheers, mate.
you got the maximum on the header, mate, as you were expecting.
Yep, yeah, actually, you surprised myself there. Comes off quite quick, that ball, so yeah, it's not. Yeah, it was good to get a header in the back of the net, of course.
It is a wee bit trickier than it looks.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, definitely. Yep.
And a wee safety for the 10 points there in the volleys, mate.
Just happy to be on target when it's volleys, mate. I'll take that, absolutely.
No, well done. So that's 40 and 35, 75 points, top of the table.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Happy days.
Well, yeah. Won't be long from what I hear, Corey Johnson's going to be breathing down my neck, so yeah, looking forward to that.
He's 2 from 2. Unbelievable stats. He's picked the first 2 results of the season, so Burgie's Bookies, we've got to bring him back. What have you got for us this week, mate?
Welcome to another edition of Burgie's Bookies. A couple of cracking games for you this week. The first game in the Southern Premier League, Queen's Park at home to South City Royals. The form line, Queen's Park lost 2-1 to Northern Hearts last week, and the South City Royals lost 2-1 to Wanaka last week. The odds are Queen's Park $2.80, draw $3, South City Royals $2. The next match we've got for you this week is Donald Gray qualifier, Thistle versus Queen's Park. Form line, Thistle 11-0 win over Winton last week, and Queen's Park an 8-0 win over Wahopai last week. The odds are Thistle $2.10, draw $3, Queen's Park $2.70. Please gamble responsibly.
Geez, I tell you what, he's fairly accurate. He does his research, old Burgie.
Yeah, he's a crafty wee bugger.
He's not one to set odds and just wing it.
No, exactly. He definitely does his homework. He's a well-tuned bookie machine, Burgie.
Yeah, so good luck there on this week, Burgie. Righto, we'll just run through the fixture list for the week. The SPL team are back at home against the South City Royals, 2:45 at the Turf. Hopefully everyone can get along there and show some support for the boys. It's a massive game. They're actually a spot below us on the table, so it could be a crucial. We could open up a 5-point gap there over the Royals with a win. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're looking to get the result there.
That could be a massive result. Donald Gray are away at O'Rourke Park at this stage to Thistle at 1 p.m. The women's team are at home on this pitch, SP2, Surrey Park 2. Against Southend at 1 p.m, so I'd expect another win there. Level 1 Division 2 are at home to Southend as well at 1 p.m, but they're playing at Surrey Park 4 at the old ground. And Editors Cut Division 2 are at home to Wahopai, also at Surrey Park 4 at 2:45.
Yeah, perfect.
So there's plenty of football happening. Get down and support if you can. Obviously all the teams love a bit of sideline banter, and yeah, it's a massive game, the DG game for Thistle, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for us, man. Absolutely. Top of the table clash, and we know what we're up against. I mean, last year's Donald Gray winners against the guys that want to win it this year. So
yeah,
definitely one to watch. If anyone's here stuck at home with nothing to do, come down and have a look. It'll be worth your while, that's for sure. Hoping to get that game changed to the Turf as well. So that might make life a little bit easier for some people than traipsing out to Sandy.
That'll be handy, wouldn't it? Have a wee opener for the SPL game.
Makes sense, yeah, so fingers crossed. But yeah, fingers crossed for all teams. Another good week of fixtures, so points on the board, hopefully.
Yeah, beautiful. Righto, well, that's us for another week. Thank you, Dion, for coming in. Really appreciate it, mate.
Right, absolute pleasure. Always a pleasure to have a yarn with you, Glenn, on and off the field, mate.
Sweet as, man. Catch you later. Good luck for the week.
Yep, cheers.
And remember, Queen's Park for life. See you next week.